Welcome to the channel, Unorthodox Tarot. So this reading is going to be for the zodiac sign Aquarius, sun, moon, and ascendant, heavy on the sun sign. So right away, Aquarius, I got emotionally heavy in the home, and I got the energy of not only it's emotionally heavy in the home, but it's involving money and it's involving children. I got a lot of childlike energy here. With this wish synchronicity today and verse that came out, I feel like somebody is trying to manifest something. If this is Aquarius out here, you are trying to manifest something. This could be a woman that's trying to manifest a situation with her children. You also have after that financial support, child alimony, government, unfinished business, absent, inseparable, and third party. So yeah, this could be if this is a parent out there that's an Aquarius, this could be somebody who's trying to fight to get their children back. You know, this could be somebody who had them removed for the home for whatever reason. This could also be a man. If this is a masculine in this situation, I was kind of getting like, with this 4 of coins and 8 of sticks, this is a tightwad. So this is somebody who is very observant about what's coming in and what's going out financially. This is somebody who's not trying to give. They're not trying to come off of nothing, you know. And I feel like if this is a man who has a family situation going on, this could be a family tie that, you know, you did not want to create. You know, maybe you were in a situation, I'm getting a lot of relationship here, but I'm also getting a lot of third party energy as well. So you could have been dealing with a woman who you got pregnant and you regret it, you know, and maybe this is a situation where she's taking you to court to get some type of financial justice. But, you know, whoever's in this situation involving children, I feel like there's a heavy burden on these children. Somebody is bringing children into a situation that they don't have no business being in. With the 5 of knives and a daughter of basket, I feel like this is somebody who's cutting deep with their words. And I'm getting a lot of phone conversations or a lot of back and forth online, but this is given like, you know, somebody is bringing children into a situation that they don't need to be in. And it's possibly causing a lot of legal situations. But like I said, this is somebody who is carrying a heavy burden financially surrounding the home, okay, and children and what's coming in, what's going out. I feel like there's a lot of sneaky energy. Maybe this is a woman who was impregnated, you know, by an Aquarius man, you know what I'm saying? And maybe this Aquarius man had a family, you know, that she didn't know about. But for whatever reason, there's a lot of sneaky energy involving what's going on between two people and a third party, you know. There's definitely harsh communication, but somebody has a lot of clarity on this. With the daughter of knives, I feel like somebody is very observant about, like I said, what's coming in and what's going out. That's just what it's giving me, like with this child energy and these coins. But you have leaving that came out twice. It says you've taken it too far as it can go this time around. Walking away is the best you can do. You got long road, guilty, and tired. So somebody in the current energy feels very, you know, they feel shame about something. It's like something that they did is not getting them the results they want. And I feel like it's revolving children. You know, it's just like one of them things where it's heavy manifestation, but somebody is very, very tight with money. And I feel like if this is Aquarius, man, it's like, look, you don't want to give out nothing. It's like, and you could also be in a situation where you're with a woman that, you know, has children that don't belong to you. And maybe you're dishing out money in a household that you have no business doing that in. But whoever this is, somebody is feeling very betrayed financially. Somebody is not pulling their weight. There's a lot of harsh communication. There's a lot of feminine harsh communication too with this Ace of Knives and Mother of Sticks. Somebody knows what they're doing. I feel like whoever this is that's playing a role, this tit for tat role when it comes with children, they know what they're doing. But somebody in this situation is like they're holding back a lot of strength, especially with the 7 of Knives being underneath. It's like somebody can really, you know, act the ass. They can really cut deep, but they're holding something in. But there's a lot of tired energy in this current present because something that somebody, you know, wanted to happen or wished to happen didn't quite manifest like they wanted to. But like I said, it's just like it's giving heavy burdensome around the home and children. I feel like if this is a woman with this absent card coming out twice and inseparable, this could be something you're longing for. Like this could be a woman who can't have children. Maybe you can, you know, or, you know, you may feel like children are getting in between a relationship, or maybe you're putting your children in between a relationship. But there's definitely unfinished business here next to financial support. So like I said, it's just like, and you also have judge. So yeah, this could be somebody who's going to court. Maybe this is a man who feels unjust about what he's paying in child support, and it's like, look, no, I'm not, you know, with this 4 coins here and this man holding tight onto this branch, it's like I'm not dishing out anything. But there's definitely karma surrounded by this situation. Somebody's going to get their just due. But like I said, it's given a lot of like, you know, a reunion type of feel as well. Like, you know, somebody wants to see their kids. Somebody's not able to see their kids. There's certain stipulations on, you know, how much time can be spent. But somebody is emotionally and financially tired, I feel. And like I said, there's a lot of clarity. Like I said, this is a man, you know exactly what's going on with this situation. If it is involving a woman and child supporting children, you're very aware, you're very sharp, and you're holding on to your money. You know, if this is a situation where, you know, you have started another family in another situation, it's going to be hard because right now, I feel like if this is an Aquarius, money could be tight with this 2 of coins, but, you know, it's just like, it is what it is. You know, you made your bed, now shit in it. You know, so it's just like I said, and with wish synchronicity in today in birds, somebody is like heavy manifesting something. I got flames twice, and I also got synchronicity. So it's just like, yeah, somebody is fixated on a situation. Either they want compensation for a situation where they're not getting help with children. You know, maybe they got a lot of burdensome on their back. You got 10 of sticks here and mother of coins. You have a lot of sticks. Somebody is like carrying a lot of heavy burden surrounding finances and children. But somebody is unhappy in this situation. But I also just feel the energy of somebody put themselves in this situation purposely, and now it's like they're shocked by the outcome, you know, and is giving heavy this tit for tat energy. But like, yeah, somebody was laying in somebody's bed and they had no business, and one thing led to another. Children were created, or like I said, this could just be a situation where somebody is struggling and trying to get their children back. You know, maybe there's a situation where a parent is playing children against the mother, or playing children against the father, you know, so I get that too. But whatever it is definitely leaving you tired, drained, and feeling guilty, you know. But it's gonna be a long road to recover, because this is a lot of damage has been done in this situation, I feel, and it's messed up a home. It really has. But like I said, it's given a lot of, with this fourth house energy, it's giving a lot of Saturn in the fifth house, Pluto in the fifth house, Mars in the fifth house, Neptune in the fifth house, Mars also in the seventh house. Yeah, it's giving that, you know. It's just like, and then someone is like literally using their children as leverage or get back is what I'm getting, you know. And it's a lot of manipulation, a lot of mind games and manipulation going on. And this is definitely heavy with Moon square Mars. So that just makes a situation like a person like irritated under the surface, like emotional outbursts. They project anger onto others, and a lot of conflict in the home. You know, this can also give Moon heart aspects, control issues, you know, emotional intensity, impulsiveness, you know, unpredictable, detached. So it's just giving a lot of that. And Saturn in the seventh house and Pluto in the second house, you know. But yeah, that's just what I'm getting, you know. And it's coming out heavy. It's just like, that's like the common denominator of why everything is going the way it's going. I feel like if this is a woman who had children with a man, this is somebody who did not like you, and you knew they didn't like you. You know, if this is an Aquarius, like, this may not resonate with all, you know, feminine energy, but it's just like somebody had a situation with a man or a woman, you know, they laid down, you know, made their bed, and it's just like, this person didn't show you, they never showed you that they cared, but it's like you felt, something in you felt like they would care after the baby, but it's like you got it worse, you know, you got it worse. And that's where this guilty and tired and long road is coming from. Like I said, and leaving came out twice. So, you know, you taking this too far. Somebody has taken something way too far. And, you know, like I said, they made their bed and now they got a shit in it. It's just as simple as that. And that's kind of like what I'm getting heavy energy around the home, family energy, you know. But in this situation, like Aquarius, you just got to do what you got to do. If this resonates, you just got to do what you got to do, you know. It's simple as that. But like I said, it's also going to be somebody who wants a reunion with their children. I definitely get that, you know. Somebody is trying to get their life on the right path, you know. So I sense that as well. But definitely giving a lot of dysfunction in the home, you know, in an unconventional way, you know, with this Aquarian rebellious without a cause nature, and this, you know, do what I can to get by, and this relapse type energy. It just was giving a lot of, like, it was reminding me from the beginning of this reading that movie Holiday Heart, you know, when Holiday came out, I want my bike, you know, I said I want my bike, you know, and Wanda sitting there with that cracked out smile and shit, just, you know, like a deer in headlights, and the car runs her over in slow motion, and the bike just keep scrolling on, and it's like, that's what it's giving me. It's just that, it's like that whole scene just played out in my head as I was doing the reading. So, you know, I'm picking up on just a lot of that energy, especially if it's like just a lot of weird, unconventional things involved going on in the home. It's like, that's what I'm getting to. Yeah, heavy energy around the home. Very, very, very much home. So if this resonates with any Aquariuses out here, give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.